Hello everybody and welcome to another adventure on Wondermely's English Planet. Today we're talking about clothes, clothing items. So students, I know sometimes in your countries you have clothing, the same clothing all year, but in the United States and other countries, we have different types of clothes for the summer, for the winter. So I want to review some basic clothing items and then talk a little bit about summer, winter, and then formal wear. Okay? So I'm going to say it. I want you to repeat it, and I will show you a picture right here so you can learn the names of the clothing items. So are you ready? First thing I want to talk about is a hat. The hat goes on your head, so a hat. The next one that I want to talk about is the shirt. Let's say that one, shirt. So the shirt typically has buttons. The buttons go up and down. So shirt. Next one I want to talk about is a t-shirt. Again, t-shirt. Don't be confused with teacher. I'm the teacher, so let's do this. Teacher, t-shirt. Teacher, t-shirt. Okay? So I know a lot of students get confused with that one, but I don't want you to get confused. So let's do it one more time. Teacher, t-shirt. Again, the T at the end is very important. For the ladies, a blouse. Again, blouse. For everybody, pants. Pants. For the ladies or whoever wants to wear it, a skirt. Skirt. Or a dress. A dress. So a dress is kind of, you mix a blouse and a skirt together, you get a dress, okay? This one for everybody. I think in a lot of countries you call it the same as we call it in the United States. Jeans. So jeans, you can say a pair of jeans, right? So jeans. Everybody needs jeans. We can wear them in the summer, in the winter, in the fall. So a pair of jeans, okay? Then we have socks. And I'm going to write the correct spelling of socks because in Boston we have the Red Sox, but the way we spell it is a little bit of slang. But socks, right? And we can say a pair of socks. Then we have shoes. Shoes. So shoes go on our feet, right? And we can say a pair of shoes. How many pairs of shoes do you have, students? 1 pair? 2 pairs? 10 pairs, 20 pairs, I don't know, but a pair of shoes or shoes, right? Then we have sneakers. Let's say it together, sneakers. Sometimes we can say tennis shoes or running shoes. In Latin America, a lot of places they say tennis, but tennis is a sport, it's not the shoes. So you have to say tennis shoes or running shoes. But we call these type of shoes sneakers, right? But not Snickers. Snickers is the candy. So don't get confused with that, students. Okay, so now I want to talk a little bit about summer clothes, right? So we can wear a cap. A cap. So it could be, we could also call it a baseball hat or a baseball cap. But cap for short. Don't complicate your lives, students. We can also have a summer hat, right, for the summertime. A tank top. Tank top is like a t-shirt, but without sleeves. So tank top. Then we have shorts, or we can say a pair of shorts, right? So shorts. Don't get confused. We have shirt, we have skirt, and we have shorts. So again, students, I want you to repeat shirt, skirt, and shorts. One more time. Shirt, skirt, and shorts. Okay? The other one that I want to talk about that we wear in the summer is flip-flops, a pair of flip-flops. And the reason we call them flip-flops is because flip-flop, when you walk, flip-flops. Okay, so you can say a pair of flip-flops. Then we have sandals. Sandals usually are closed, right, around your heels. So The difference between sandals and flip-flops is that the sandals close. They don't flip and flop, okay? So sandals for the summer. Then we have sunglasses. So look at this, students. I have my sunglasses, right? So a pair of sunglasses. But these that you wear to read are glasses, okay? So we have sunglasses, and then we have glasses, okay? Sunglasses, glasses. And then to go to the beach, remember when we say beach, we smile beach. Or to the pool to swim, you wear a bathing suit. Let's say a bathing suit. Bathing suit could be for men or for women. But the ladies sometimes like to wear a bikini. So bikini, if you're in really good shape, you can wear a bikini. Go ahead. I can't wear a bikini right now. So bathing suit. For the winter, now let's talk about the winter. We have a winter hat. Winter hat. To protect your head because it gets very cold, especially in Massachusetts and other states in the United States. Then you have a scarf. Scarf. Scarf goes around your neck. Then we have a jacket. So jacket now for October, November, you can wear a jacket. But in the winter, you're going to need a coat. Let's say it, coat. Sometimes people use a vest. Vest. Vest is to protect your middle section, right? They don't have sleeves, but you can wear a vest. And you can also wear a sweater. Let's say it, sweater. So sweater, when it gets very cold, they have long sleeves, you wear a sweater. Sometimes people wear a sweater and a vest and then a jacket and a coat. You have to wear many things because it gets very, very cold. Then we have gloves, students, gloves. So gloves, they go on our hands. So one glove, two gloves, okay? Then we have boots. Let's say it, boots. Like Halloween, boot. So boots. Not boats, because boats are the ones on the ocean. But sometimes people get confused. Boots, okay? So for the winter time, for the snow, you definitely need boots, students. So yeah, don't walk around with flip-flops or sneakers or anything on the snow because it's going to be difficult. Now I want to talk about formal wear. So formal wear for formal occasions, a graduation, a funeral, a wedding, things like that, a job interview, right? So for both men and women, we can wear a suit. Let's say it, suit, okay? For the gentleman, a tie, tie. Or it could be a bow tie, okay? Bow tie. For the ladies, or, I mean, some gentlemen like to wear, it doesn't matter, high heels. So high heels, right? Your heel goes up and you're taller, so high heels. For formal occasions, you can wear a dress, but we call a fancy dress a gown, or an evening gown. And if it's a wedding, dun 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 dun, it's a wedding dress, a wedding dress. And for the wedding dress, the guy can wear a suit or he can wear a tuxedo, right? But you're going to need a ring, a ring for when you get married. So yes, no ring here, this ring, but it's okay. All right, students, so that's it for today. Those are some clothing items, some basic clothing items that I want you to review, listen, and repeat. And as always, if you like the lesson, tell your friends, tell your classmates, tell your kids, tell everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.